In today's video, I'm going to share with you 6 ways to kill bad habits. And this info has the potential to save you a lot of time and a lot of money as an investor. I've been an investor for over 20 years, and for the first 15 years, I've developed far too many bad habits. Habits I'm going to help you avoid. Before we go any further, I want you to know that this video doesn't contain any financial advice. The goal of this channel is to help you with my experience as an investor, and that includes helping you avoid some of my painful mistakes, like spending far too long ignoring bad habits that were killing me both health-wise and financially. To do this, I'm going to use my experience and the excellent book Atomic Habits. So this video is going to give you 6 practical steps to beat bad habits and is inspired by this awesome book. Hopefully it's going to nudge you towards what is one of my favourite books. I believe with everything I've got that your daily habits are a huge factor in who you are and who you're going to be. A little warning: if you're honest with yourself and you have too many bad habits, your life's going to suffer in some way, shape or form. Let me take you back to 2016. I was working 12-hour shifts, then driving an hour from Chester to Oldham to train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at our main club. I was getting 5 to 6 hours sleep if I was lucky, and this continued for over 6 months. Eventually it took its toll and my stress levels were very high. In fact, I felt like I was about to have a breakdown. This was due to a few bad habits, like not prioritizing sleep. If you think I'm being dramatic by saying that some of my habits were killing me, please reconsider. If you don't sleep enough, like me back in 2016, this will have serious health implications. See below for a video that goes into this in much more detail. If you don't prioritize sleep, I think the video all about sleep in the description will change your mind. Anyway, let's look at ways to turn things round and turn bad habits into good habits. Step 1 is to make it obvious. The first step in overcoming bad habits is to make them obvious. James Clear emphasizes the importance of becoming aware of your habits and cues that trigger them. Take a moment to identify your bad habits and the situations that led to them. Once you shine a light on these triggers, you can start to take control of your actions. So you have a good think about it, and you're currently buying 3 family takeaways each week, for example, costing £100 a week. Bad for your bank balance and bad for your health. I can guarantee that many people in the UK spend at least £100 a week on takeaways. If you stop this bad habit and only spent £100 per month on takeaways, you would have £300 left over to invest. This could change your life if you've done this for the long term. Write down your current daily routine, listing all the actions that you repeat on the regular, including the time and location they take place in. Then label each of these habits as good, bad or neutral. This will help to identify habits you want to break, as well as gaps in your routine where new habits could slot in. Clear refers to this as a habit scorecard. Step 2 is to make it attractive. Replace your bad habits with more appealing alternatives. Whether it's incorporating a fun activity or rewarding yourself for positive behavior, finding ways to make good habits enticing can help you stay on track. Let's look at exercise, for example. You struggle with consistency, but you really want to be healthy. So instead of spending an hour scrolling through social media every night after work, on 3 of them nights you're going to go to the gym instead. If you hit the gym 3 times a week for 4 weeks, you treat yourself to a night away with your partner or your friends if you're single, or you could reward yourself with some new clothes or trainers. Whatever it is that would incentivize you to keep going with this new healthy habit of exercising 3 times a week. You could also get some accountability by using a personal trainer, and this might be what you need to keep going. Step 3 is to make it easy. Personally, I've been weight training for the last 25 years. It started with vanity, as I wanted to get big and have the best body possible. I wanted a 6-pack, and yes, it was probably to try and get myself a girlfriend. But as I've got older, I now exercise for health reasons. I want to be physically healthy, and I'm also thinking about mental health. Stress has always come easily to me. I was always a bit of a stress head growing up. And this continued in my adult life, as I always seemed to get too stressed with things like work. But things have improved since I got into personal development in 2019. And one of the things that has helped me is focusing more on my health and exercising regularly. I now mix it up with weights and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and train 6 times per week. I'm not suggesting you do this because this step is all about making things easy. So if you're going to start training, you ease into it. Simplicity is key when trying to break bad habits. James Clear suggests making it easy to adopt new habits by reducing friction. Remove any obstacles that stand in the way of your success and create an environment that supports your desired behaviors. So if you start exercising 3 times a week for say 30 minutes, this is a nice easy way to start. And if you go with a personal trainer, again, this is going to help. Step 4, make it satisfying. Reward yourself along the way. Reinforce them positive habits. Celebrate small wins and acknowledge your progress. By making your new habits satisfying, you're more likely to stick with them long run if your behavior feels satisfying. We're more likely to repeat that action. Our brains have evolved to prioritize immediate rewards over delayed rewards. So for instance, we're more likely to prioritize the quick reward, the more pleasurable taste gained from eating chocolate bar, rather than the long-term reward of feeling healthier. So you want to feel some kind of immediate success when you complete your desired behavior, even if it's in a really small way, to increase the likelihood of you doing it again and again. The feeling of making progress is something that tends to motivate most of us. It's simple to put this into place by starting to track your habit. There are apps to do this for most common habits, such as tracking how much water you're drinking per day. Or you could go traditional and just start marking an X on your calendar each time the action is complete. Drinking enough water wasn't always a priority for me, but when you look into the health benefits of drinking the recommended daily amount of water, I feel this would nudge you towards drinking enough water. I drink 3 litres of water every day minimum and mark it off in my diary. When I mark things off in my diary, it makes me feel like I'm progressing, that I'm heading in the right direction. And this helps me to maintain healthy habits. I do this with a few things like marking off how much sleep I get each day. You can use an app or one of the latest watches to track your health, but for me, I prefer to write things down. Step 5 is to break it down. Breaking bad habits into smaller, manageable steps is crucial for long-term success. Instead of attempting a complete overhaul overnight, focus on making incremental changes. By tackling one small habit at a time, you can gradually build a foundation for lasting change. Let's imagine you smoke. You don't exercise and you don't drink enough water. And if you're being really honest, deep down, you know you're drinking too much alcohol. Looking at the list of these bad habits, I would maybe stop smoking first. Not that I'm in any way a health professional, by the way. This is just my opinion. By the way, my wife Katie has stopped smoking for the last 6 months at the time of this video. And along with hard work and willpower, she got hypnotized and hasn't been tempted to smoke ever since. So hypnotherapy might be something to think about. Anyway, you stop smoking for maybe 4 weeks and then you could start exercising by getting 10,000 steps per day. It doesn't even have to be 10,000. It could be 4,000 or 5,000 steps. Again, it probably needs to be small steps, as this will give you a better chance of replacing these bad habits with good habits. Just a few things to think about so you can break down these bad habits. Step 6 is to stay consistent. Consistency is key in the journey to beating bad habits. I know this from experience and from reading books like Atomic Habits. By the way, if you're interested in this topic but you're not really into reading, you could listen to this book on Audible. And if you look in the description, I have a link for this Audible. Just to be transparent, this is an affiliate link, so if you did buy it, I would receive a small commission, a small percentage of the sale. Anyway, create a schedule or routine that supports your new habit and stick to it. Remember, habits are formed through repetition, so stay committed to your goals and continue to reinforce positive behaviors. How long does it take to form a new habit? Well, the truthful answer is it depends. According to James Clear, it takes more than 2 months before a new behavior becomes automatic. 66 days to be exact. So it's very important to stay consistent. I used to struggle posting weekly on social media because I'm a bit of an introvert. And in the past, I used to worry too much about what other people thought about me and what I was saying. But since consuming a lot of Gary Vee content, earlier this year, I've posted on social media every day, 5 times per day. And I've done this for about 150 days. This is a new habit I won't break because I'm determined to help as many investors with my experience as possible. So there you have it, 6 practical steps inspired by the book Atomic Habits to help you beat bad habits. If you're looking to transform your life and build habits that serve you, I would highly recommend checking out James Clear's excellent book for more valuable insights. It helped me with my habits and hopefully it can help you. Thank you for watching, and remember, it's never too late to create positive change in your life. If you've liked today's video, please subscribe to the channel and help me build the channel, and like the video. This is going to help me improve the channel and help other investors like yourself. Thanks for watching.